From a boss that gave out double rewards, to the chest that literally spawned enemies. Here are 25 things that got removed from Blox Fruits. Blox Fruits developers changed the skin of the NPC we literally visit the most, and I'll bet that many of you didn't even notice it until now. If you take a look at the old pictures of Blox Fruits Gacha, you'll notice he's wearing white pants, but the new skin of Blox Fruits Gacha features black pants. Subscribe if you didn't notice his pants got removed. If you don't know who Ganfall Adventurer is, then you're probably new to the game. Ganfall Adventurer was the NPC you talked to when you wanted to start a quest on the Upper Skylands, but in Update 23, that NPC was renamed to Sky Quest Giver 2 due to copyright reasons. Rest in peace, Ganfall Adventurer. Death King is an NPC that exchanges players' bones for different random items, but before Update 22, you were able to find Death King in the first and second sea, but now he got removed from those, so you can only find him in the third sea in the graveyard on the Haunted Castle. Many of you may be wondering why your ally menu button is glitched. Well, it's not actually glitched. That button was removed in Update 22, and you're no longer able to ally with another Marine. The next thing that got removed but no one noticed is a feature that let players give 2 game passes in one trade. And I'm guessing no one noticed this got removed because, well, who in the world would give out 2 game passes? Before Update 21, there was a glitch players exploited a lot, but only those who knew about it. Before this update, raid bosses used to give double rewards if the player had double XP turned on. Are you really playing Blox Fruits if you never knew about the fastest glitch in the game? In order to do this glitch, you needed a spirit fruit, along with another permanent fruit. You'd take spirit fruit, activate the flying pig speed, and then switch to another permanent fruit, and then you'd keep the speed buff. Best of all, this was actually stackable, meaning you were able to do this as many times as you want, and you'd get another speed buff every single time. Unfortunately, this was removed in Update 20, but I still really miss it. Soul Guitar is a gun known for one thing: healing your health as you're hitting your enemies. Before Update 21, you'd get healed if you damaged someone from a boat while holding Soul Guitar. However, this got removed in Update 21. Let me know in the comments if you ever tried this. Did you know that Magma got a rework and some of its features got removed? Well, not really. The only thing that got removed is Magma's old price, which was 850,000 belly. Now the fruit costs 960,000 belly, which makes me super annoyed. You probably didn't know about this if you never used Love Fruit before. Love Fruit used to have a move which gave you a flamingo. Well, actually it still has it, but the old flamingo got removed from the game and we got a brand new one. The biggest change between these is that the old flamingo used to only see you, while the new flamingo can see you and your besto friendo. If you're not an OG, then you probably don't know what string fruit was, but it's pretty easy to guess. String fruit is the old name of spider fruit. The moves were pretty much kept the same, with just a few minor changes, one of them being their names. Did you know that Leopard's transformation had this cooldown that was getting on the nerves of every Leopard user? Once you turn off the transformation, you weren't able to select any other item for some time. I literally don't know why this was happening, and it was probably a glitch, who knows? What's important is that it got removed, and Leopard users can now enjoy switching items like every other player on the server. Portal fruit has always somehow been different from other fruits, almost like it was getting a better treatment, and this next fact proves that. Before Update 19, players were able to use portal fruit and kill other players within save zone. Just imagine how annoying this was. I assume this next one was a glitch, but it was so good that I want it back. Players used to literally become permanently invisible at random times. You were able to notice this once it happened to you because it seemed like no other player saw you. Attacking them was a really fun way to prank other players, and seeing their crazy reaction as they wonder what's going on. This was way too hilarious. Basic was a boat you probably never got to ride if you are a new player. It was a boat with medium speed, 2 cannons, and 2 passenger seats. It was relatively cheap at 2,000 belly, and was used in ship raids in the 2nd and 3rd seas. In Update 20, however, it got completely reworked, and today it's called Brigade. The second NPC on the list that got removed from the game is Bone Wraith. He was added as a part of the Ghost event, but developers had promised it would stay in the game after the event ends. However, as soon as the event ended, Bone Wraith was removed from the game. If you haven't been playing Blox Fruits since 2018, then I'm sure you never got to see poneglyphs in the game. Poneglyphs were large stones with carved inscriptions on them, added to the game between Update 10 and Update 12, but quickly removed on Update 13. They were located on the Snow Mountain and the Cave Island in the 2nd Sea, and the community actually doesn't know too much about them, with most believing that they were just a hint about an awakening for the rubber fruit. I feel sorry for you if you never got to open a cursed chest. Those were just way too fun to open. Upon collecting a cursed chest, 3 evil wraith or bone wraith would spawn and attack you, and after defeating them you could get 3 things. 4 to 8 bones were guaranteed to get, but you were lucky if you ever got 10 minutes of double XP, let alone a ghost fruit, as that was just way too too rare. In the second and third sea, opening these chests would also give you 50 to 125 fragments, which was actually quite a good way of farming fragments. Speaking of fragments, have you ever heard about rare artifacts? Rare artifact was an item dropped by the Darkbeard raid boss, with a 100% chance that could be used to unlock certain items or services. It functions similarly to the Fist of Darkness, disappearing from the player's inventory upon death or leaving the game. With them, you are able to buy Flower Ship, Dragon Breath, Kabucha, stat point reset, or even a race change. However, rare artifacts were removed a long time ago, in update 11 to be more precise, which happened back in 2020 and got replaced by fragments. Comment down below which currency seems better to you, rare artifacts or fragments. Have you ever heard about Swan Ship? This ship was obtained by defeating the Dawn Swan boss. It had a 100% chance to drop if you had dealt at least 10% of the total damage. It cost 5,000 belly to spawn, and it had 2,500 HP and 4 cannons. But best of all, it had Black Swan figurehead as well as wings on the sides. However, Swan Ship was removed in update 20 and replaced by Guardian. If you never got to see a speedboat in the game, trust me, you should just be thankful. Speedboat is definitely one of the ugliest boats Blox has ever seen. However, it was really fast, and the fact that it was only purchasable if you had a fast boat game pass already tells you enough. Speedboat was removed from the game in update 20 and replaced by Miracle. If you ask any OG player what's their favorite boat in Blox, they'll definitely say Enforcer without any thinking, despite the fact that Enforcer got removed in update 20 along with the other boats. Enforcer was the smallest but fastest boat in Blox, which had only one seat and could be bought from the luxury boat dealer for 1,000 belly, which means you needed a fast boats game pass if you wanted to be able to purchase Enforcer. And once again, it was removed in update 20 and replaced with a much bigger Sentinel. Evil Wraith was another NPC featured in a ghost event. Just like Bone Wraith, we expected him to stay in the game even after the event was over, but once again he got removed. He was a level 2,550 NPC, and upon killing him he dropped 3 to 8 bones, along with a small chance of double XP for 10 minutes, or the Ghost Fruit, just like the Cursed Chest. Flower Ship is definitely the most known removed boat, just because in order to unlock it, you had to talk to the Cyborg NPC, who was located behind the factory in one of the arches, and you had to pay him 1.5 thousand fragments. It had 2,500 HP, 4 cannons, and a small Easter egg bank hidden in the highest flag. It was really good for fighting on the sea because its cannons were located in the front, which meant that they had a bigger angle. In fact, this boat was able to fire at an angle bigger than any other ship. If you know who Wenlock Toad Over Heaven was, then I have huge respect for you. Wenlock Toad Over Heaven used to be the Awakening NPC, and when you talk to him, the name would display as King Wenlock Toad Sama Over Heaven in the dialogue window. However, he was replaced in update 13 to the mysterious entity. Comment down below if you'd like to get Wenlock Toad back. There you have it, 25 things that got removed from Blox. Make sure to subscribe and watch this video on the screen. Or don't, I can't tell you what to do.